my garage. Well, I'm driving from Franklin, Nashville to do a locksmith job. I usually don't do much down in downtown Nashville just because of parking. It's just not worth it driving that far, but I've got a special job up there for a friend. But while I was up there, I thought I would do a little video of the bombing of the crazy dude that took an RV and blew up 2nd Avenue, and the kind of damage that we're seeing still 2 months later, right? It was December 25th. It's when the bomb went off. And I'm going to walk down to 2nd Avenue. You can't really drive down there because of the roadblocks. But I'll take a little video of that before I head back to Franklin. Holy moly, it's like I'm living in Canada. Got ice. Look at that. That's crazy. All right, off to work. Headed into Nashville to do a locksmith job. This is Printer's Alley. It's a real fun place to come to. Blues bar right there. It's nice. Figure this is like 3rd Avenue. You can see in the background, that's Nissan Stadium where the Titans play. And right down here is where the bomb went off. And it's going to be a long time before they get this stuff cleaned up. The roads are closed because of just the damage. You can see all the windows got blown out of these buildings. That's the AT&T building. They say that was targeted. My dad used to work here in the 60s and 70s. I remember coming here as a kid. But you can see down here, see if I can zoom in. It really damaged all those buildings down there. Some of them aren't going to be repairable. But all the other ones, man, it blew out all the windows. Hooters, you ain't going to Hooters for a while. As you go to the next block over, 3rd Avenue, you can see that the blast came up the street and just blew out all those windows. Just rolled right up this street. This is the other side of Printer's Alley, from the opposite side. If you look down the street, you can see where 2nd Avenue is. We're a pretty good ways away. Now I'm up to 4th, that's where I'm doing my job. You can see where my van is down there, but you can also see that 2 blocks over, windows were still blown out. Right where I'm at, they've already replaced them, but the windows got blown out there too. So the blast went 2 blocks over. That's insane. Let me tell you, it's cold walking around out here, but I do it all for y'all. Okay, I made it back from Nashville, and it is freaking cold out here. I had to put on my hat and my gloves. However, I've been ciphering on this twig grinding problem that I have. I've got all this stuff that won't burn. So I had a brainstorm, and either you're going to say, oh, he's brilliant, or he's an idiot. And I'm used to either one. Probably more the idiot part. That's part of what we're going to do. Let's take a look at my game plan. Alright, I got this big old box that we ground up yesterday of all these shavings in there. There's a lot of water in it. Now, how do you get the water out? What if we added heat? Okay, so you follow me so far? Alright, so I have a natural gas grill, which means the fuel costs next to nothing. It's not like a propane cylinder where you have to get them filled back up. And I've turned the grill on, and I've got a cookie pan in here, and you can see it. I'm going to place some of the wet grindings on here. I'm going to fill this up. This may not be enough. And let it sit for a few minutes, right? See if it gets the water out and if it'll burn. And if it does, then that was pretty smart. And if it doesn't, well, this was just a dumb idea, which I've had many of those. I'm going to have to experiment with the temperatures where I want it to be and for how long. That's kind of like the unknown variables in this, but I think this is going to work. All right, so far we're at about 300 degrees. And you can see the steam coming off of it. Trying to figure out how long to cook this stuff. We're going to get a timer out here and kind of experiment with this. But the steam's definitely coming off of it. I'm starting to grind up all the rest of these smaller limbs with the grinder. So it's just a matter of, hey, how much time's left? I just took them off the grill. Look at that steam coming off. Hopefully, that'll help dry it out a little bit. I'm going to try the next batch. Trying to get this fire going in the burn barrel, but it's just really green and it's really cold, and I don't know. It looks like maybe down below it's burning okay, so I'm going to keep loading stuff in the top to see if we can just build up some coals. I've been steady grinding and I'm making a dent on that pile. I've just got a bunch more to do, so I'm going to continue on for a little while. Alright, I just took some of the chips off the grill a few minutes ago, and those who made fun of me, I think you were wrong, because it's a lot less green. They're still steaming, and the weight is like a quarter of what it was before. So I think that tends to work some. I don't know if it gets all the moisture out, but it couldn't hurt, and I'm not doing anything else, and it cost me almost nothing. So there you go. Here's the mulch beforehand, and I mean, I got a ton of mulch from these limbs, and you can see that it's really pretty green, and it's super heavy. I can't even lift the box up. I know all of you want this recipe. It's 300 degrees at 20 minutes, and it actually, man, I mean, that feels pretty dang dry. So sometimes dumb ideas aren't that dumb. This is one of the hardest fires I've ever got started. Once it gets going, it seems to be burning pretty good because you got those embers in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and keep feeding it little pieces. The grinder's done a really good job so far, but I think by the time I get all those limbs cut up and run through it, it'll be about ready to go to the dumpster, because I'm not sure that it's made for that much heavy-duty use. Alright, the sun's going down. It's cold out here. It's about 22 degrees. I've been working for probably 2 or 3 hours. When you're a one-man band, the tuba starts getting really heavy after a while. I'm about done for the evening. I'm going to have me a Blue Moon Light Sky Fat Man beer. I love it. But as far as like the grill thing goes with the wood chips, I think that was a win. It takes a while, you know, but if you're doing something else, it's not that big a deal. The alarm goes off, I go dump it and then get another one. I can tell a huge difference in the weight. Once I get this tree all cleaned up, then next thing is start cleaning up around the building and move all the stuff around back. So I mean, I got plenty to do in lieu of painting, and I think I found a supplier for the paint booth, so I'm excited about that. That should be coming in here shortly, as well as about $500 or $600 worth of paint I ordered. So there's a lot of cool things coming up. Keep watching. I'm going to just kind of sit out here and try to think about how much carbs I burned up. I'm Dave from the Redneck Garage. Keep turning wrenches.